Spider-Man 2 is finally here, and if you were fortunate enough to grab a pre-order or even the Digital Deluxe edition, you'll be able to grab a bunch of bonus suits and extras in the game. No faffing around, let me break down all of the suits for you, and we'll work our way into the additional bonuses towards the end of the video. First up is the Shadow Spider suit, and what is really cool about the pre-order suits is that there are actually multiple variations of them, with the black and red being my favorite with this one. You'll be able to unlock this one naturally in the game, but if you did make the pre-order, you'll be able to gain access to this suit and a bunch of other bonuses about an hour into the game after the third mission. We're starting off strong as well, as this is actually one of my favorite suits in the entire game. The cape physics are really cool, very reminiscent of the Batman games. However, it's actually a reference to Champions 25, the comic, where Miles wears the Shadow Spider costume in an alternate timeline. Moving on to the Digital Deluxe exclusive suits, we have the Encoded suit. Really awesome design, particularly with the red web wings. As far as I can tell, this one is a completely original design for the game, and while it isn't one of my favorites, it definitely stands out as one of the most unique. I feel like some of these suits, this one in particular, should have like a few extra animations, such as sparks coming from the hands or some RGB options for us true gamers. Next up is the Biomechanical suit, another one of my favorite designs in Spider-Man 2. Everything about this is so cool to look at, from the strange bug-like mouth to the embedded spider logo. It's amazing. But you know what it really reminds me of? Daedric armor from Skyrim. You guys can see it too, right? Yet again, this is a completely original design, as are pretty much all of the deluxe edition ones. This incredible design, however, is by a chap called Gerard Morantz. I probably butchered your name, I do apologize. But he's worked on so many fantastic suits in movies and comics, such as Cyborg and Batman, Thanos and Kang the Conqueror. Basically, the dude is the reason comic book heroes look so good in modern day entertainment. I should probably let you guys know that while most of the suits in the game can come with multiple variations, all of the suits in the Digital Deluxe only have one style. It's not a big deal, but definitely something worth knowing before splashing the extra cash. Another Digital Deluxe suit is the Tokusatsu. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on the pronunciation of these. While this suit is technically an original design, it actually has a very interesting backstory and inspiration. See, back in 1978, Marvel teamed up with a Japanese production company called Toei to create an original show featuring our favorite webhead, and it featured a lot of similarities to shows like the Power Rangers, and a lot of that backstory can be seen in the design for this somewhat old-timey looking get-up. It's not something that I would particularly go out of my way to choose, but it does have a really cool aesthetic. Oh, fantastic, another one I can't pronounce. This is the Agimate suit. It comes from the Filipino word for amulet or charm, and seems to show a bit of love to the Black Panther, with the Panther's suit being contained via vibranium nanotech inside of the necklaces worn by T'Challa and Shuri. This one, again, is a really cool design. It's a little bit flamboyant for my taste, but you can definitely see a lot of the inspiration in the incredible design. The Red Spectre is one of the 2 or 3 controversial suits in Spider-Man 2, with some people saying it's terrible and people like me actually loving the design. The artist, Sweeney Boo, actually illustrated some of my favorite Joker comics, so I may be a little bit biased, but I think the design is awesome. I can also see a few elements of Spider-Verse in here, alongside similarities with Spider-Gwen, such as the raised hood, and of course the red web wings are back with this one too, so overall, I'm pretty sure I would pay money to have this one. I mean, technically I did, right? Alright, so that's pretty much all of Miles Morales' exclusive and early access suits covered. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of Peter Parker's. At this point in the video, I would love it if you could tap the subscribe button to see more content like this. It would mean the world to have you here for future videos. Anyway, let's move on to the Arachknight suit. Much like Miles' Shadow Spider suit, this one features a cape, a hood, multiple variations of the suit, and can be unlocked via the base version of the game after a little bit of grinding, so no need to pre-order if you kind of missed that window. I think this is genuinely my favorite suit that I've had a chance to play with in the game so far. It looks absolutely incredible while swinging through the city, and while close up, it has so many little details that you'd probably end up missing. Not to mention the fact that this one is actually inspired by Infinity Wars number 3. The backstory for this one is that Spider-Man and Moon Knight merged into a single soul, which is a super cool concept, and it's executed so well inside of this game. As we move back to the original suit designs in the Digital Deluxe version of Spider-Man 2, this one is actually named after and inspired by the North American garden spider, the Aurantia. Is that how you say it? I think I got that one. Either way, this suit was brought to life by the incredible Raf Cassetti. This guy is amazing, having designed some awesome characters in video games like Kratos and Thor from God of War Ragnarok. I love that this suit isn't overly vibrant, it's somewhat dulled and darker than the rest, perfect for Peter's story and arc through Spider-Man 2 as he turns to the dark side. The mask alone stands out so well, expressing the spider-like mouthpiece. It's kind of creepy, actually. Ah, dude, this one is so cool and unique. The Apunkalyptic suit has its own physics. On the jacket, it's got a mechanical arm, torn up leather boots and armor. It's such an incredible design. This one is actually by Gerard Morantz as well, who did the Biochemical suit for Miles. Everything this guy touches turns to gold, I'm telling you. As somebody who loved Spider-Punk in Across the Spider-Verse, I feel like they did a great job at translating elements of that design into this one, while keeping it feeling fresh and unique. I still prefer the Arachknight suit just because it's got a cape and a hood, and I love Moon Knight as a character, but just for like design purposes and the amount of tiny little details, I think this is like a super close second place for me. Next up is the tactical suit, and I'll be honest, I'm not overly fond of this one. I feel like it's got some cool elements to it, but like the head torch camera thing is a little bit weird, considering that Peter and Miles have all their tech inside of the mask. And for a tactical suit, I feel like it should have been completely blacked out. But you know what? It's a cool addition, and it stands out from the others in some ways, so props. But yeah, it's a bonus suit. Think of it like that. The Stone Monkey suit is really unique. It's not a design that I would personally run with in the game, but it really caught my eye. And what's strange is that I couldn't find much information about this one online, no inspiration or anything like that. I know it was made by Victoria Ying, who has some awesome credits, mostly like Disney creations from Tangled to Wreck-It Ralph to Big Hero 6 to Moana. She's incredible, but the suit itself is a mystery. And from the flowered belt to the regal shoulder pads to the clean headpiece, fur gauntlets and neck piece, it's just so cool, and there's like Japanese aesthetics and stuff, and it's awesome. The final suit on this list is the 25th Century suit. Coming straight from Starfield to Spider-Man 2, this suit was a very welcome surprise. The futuristic vibes shine through incredibly well thanks to the spacesuit inspired design, that's a lot of S's, and of course the neon blue elements from top to bottom. But none of this should be a surprise because the suit was created by the incredible Anthony Francisco, who actually worked on a bunch of Marvel movies such as Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, even the original Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. I feel like having such incredible people involved in the design process for the suits like this, something that could have quite easily been just a little extra or a simple cash grab, really shows the amount of love that Insomniac has shown for the source material and for the fans. That is all of the suits covered. Now all that is left is to let you know that alongside the Digital Deluxe edition, you will get a few extra frames and stickers for the photo mode, early access to the web grabber gadget that groups all nearby enemies together, and some perk points to help unlock new abilities, giving you a head start in the game. That's all for today's video, but I'll actually be live streaming the whole of Spider-Man 2 pretty much every evening right here on the channel until we complete the game. I'll also be making a bunch of content in the future, so make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.